ToonGrin.com.
Hey there friends, it's Nero and Whyboy, and we're taking a look today at Young Justice: The Outsiders. Now, I'm sure some of you, I mean, it was a pretty big show.
Yeah, it was pretty
people.
big. I know that was like a really big thing in the animation sort of sphere for a long time online. Like, I even got into the show after just so long and all that, after seeing like a bridge series of it and all that sort of stuff. And from the episodes that I watched and all that, I thought it was a really good show in terms of like superhero shows that I liked. I know you're not in that category, but from like, I still like stuff like Static Shock a whole lot more than that.
He's in there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When I saw Virgil in there, it's just like, oh my god.
I was so much more excited when it's like, we stop focusing on the main team and it's like, here's like Virgil and Impulse and Blue Beetle. And I'm just like, look at all these good characters we're not really using to full potential.
Yeah.
You know, they had Long Shadow, who is Apache Chief from the Super Friends. El Dorado, who I believe was actually also from the Super Friends. There was quite a few Super Friend references, and I remember watching this and being like, oh, this should be better than it is. I don't like how like it's trying so hard to be dramatic. It's still teen heroes. We need to have a little bit of fun. It doesn't need to be, you know, it doesn't need to be like Teen Titans where it was like overly kawaii Desu-chan nonsense. But I mean, it wouldn't kill you just a little bit to loosen up.
Yeah, I definitely feel it. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Definitely could use a little bit more levity to it, more fun moments. Because definitely like the stuff with like Beast Boy, Impulse, and all that did add much needed levity to it.
The Beast Boy stuff was... Yeah. Little Beast Boy in this melts my heart.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
Yeah, so I was really looking forward to it, especially after that season cliffhanger and all that, because I did still like the main team and all that.
I like the guy who shows up at the end.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know you do.
He's so cool. He's just so cool.
He is coolest. But yeah, this is the season 3. It's been a long-awaited one. It's been probably like 2 years since the whole season
basically, the moment the season 2 finale dropped, people were complaining for another season because the show's one of my biggest criticisms for the show was they really loved to pad it out to get to go somewhere.
Yeah,
and it became very tedious to like, you know. Oh, like every episode would end with like, oh, looks like they defeated the light. Everything is going as planned. Really? Because it seems like you lose every mission that happens. So, I mean, I don't know exactly where this weird sense of like...
No, I like it. I like it that our base is all burned to the ground and everyone's dead around us. It's all according to plan.
It's so funny because they talk like everything's going like they want it to. And it's like watching Butch Hartman talk on YouTube where it's like, man, you keep building up and building yourself up when really it looks like you're a colossal screw up.
Yeah, that's this. Yeah, I did not like the lights or storyline at all. Really, it definitely felt like just sort of the problem was like Eyes On, that sort of thing from Bleach and all that. She's like, everything's going according to plan.
Is it?
No, but I knew everything was going to happen that way, and I can say that, so that means I'm smart.
Anyways, we're going to take a look at Young Justice: Outsiders. I know some characters that I love from comics are going to appear in this season. And I don't know if you know this, the Outsiders was actually a superhero team in the comics. I believe it was some versions are run by Batman, other versions I saw run by Nightwing.
Right. And I know Nightwing right now is just off the team on his own thing right now, just basically take a break from everything that happened last season. But no.
He's probably going to form the Outsiders.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a look at this, guys, so bear with us, and here, 3, 2, 1, and play.
I'm not happy about
I'm in a loveless
He
relationship.
knows we're trying to leave the life behind.
Don't blame Nightwing. The decision was mine.
Yes, because Wally West should not want to be a superhero.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
Oh yeah, everything.
Welcome back. Aqualad has been on a deep cover mission for months, infiltrating Black Manta's troops,
Clarion
the
that?
Light, and the Reach. We faked Artemis's death. In fact, Artemis is Tigress.
What was I thinking? Wally and I really had something special together. Leaving the whole hero thing behind so we could just be normal. When Nightwing called, I couldn't say yes fast enough.
I so want to kiss you now. Or maybe kill you for putting us through all this.
Hold that thought. You can decide later, when we're alone.
Warrior!
The Reach will leave this world.
But won't that leave behind evidence of our tampering with this planet?
No. Not after we destroy the Earth.
So it's basically just all the season two climax.
They're causing a deterioration of the planet's magnetic field.
I have a possible solution to our mutual problem.
A problem created by you and the light. They collaborated to bring the Reach to Earth.
There's too much melodrama.
Definitely coming back here, babe. You know, when we don't have a world to save.
There will always be.
But like, I'm supposed to have so much melodrama in a show where a dude wears little lightning bolts on the sides of his head.
Omega Squad has.
I'm reading a 21st MFD in the Arctic.
Even at our top speed, I'm not certain the two of us can generate enough kinetic energy.
Then how about the three of us?
The Kid Flash is in danger.
Just tell them.
Okay. Yeah, too bad it couldn't be Barry that goes into the speed. He's not dead, he's just in the Speed Force.
Yeah.
Like, that should have been Barry, because Barry's a scumbag.
Where's Wally?
You wanted me to tell you.
Should have been you, Barry.
He loved you.
But I'm sure Jeff Johns came in and protected you.
I need a break, Calder. You, me, Wally, we founded this team. Without him...
I understand.
The only thing I was...
This is literally all just the ending of what Young Justice was.
Business as usual.
No pleasure, and then Darkseid pushes him down to his knees.
Okay, are we finally getting something new? Oh, there we go.
Finally, good God. It was just a bunch of crap from the other season.
Yeah.
Just to get you caught up, because, like, do you remember all this existed?
Right. Hey, Bruce Lee, I'm up.
Ooh, that's an ugly dog.
Two ugly dogs.
All right, I'm coming.
This is Cat Grant reporting live from the Markovian Royal Palace.
Meta-human trafficking is an international scourge. Children and teens are being abducted.
The way our daughter was abducted.
There's a meta-human trafficking syndicate in Markovia that we can shut down with your help. When it's all over, we go our separate ways. No muss, no fuss.
I think now we should have a deeper voice. It doesn't fit the age.
Prince Brion, you tested positive for the metagene. Princess Tara would likely have tested positive as well.
Which explains why she was taken. Something daring must be done if I am to save Markovia.
Is that Geoforce?
Metagene activated. Let's see what we've got.
Oh, Lobo's back.
Yep.
Black Spider, Brick, Static, Metamorpho, Bane, Geoforce, Deathstroke, Impulse. That was Black Lightning, Forger, Orion, Cheshire, Bear, Luther.
They're definitely showing off all the characters.
Clayface,
Robin.
Leveler, that's Forger.
He seems ticked off. Tick? Get it?
I like him because he's like the fun one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Captain Marvel.
Yeah. The Captain Marvel was always cool in the show.
Oh yeah, because he acted like a 12-year-old in a man's body. It was hilarious.
Exodus.
Oh, and they're going to put it specifically on their streaming service. Originally, I thought it was going to be Netflix. I guess they must have changed it the moment they got the streaming service.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, as far as the trailer, it was... Look, I understand the reason to show all the backup stuff, to be like, look, it's been like 2 years. We don't even know if you remember any of this.
I think you could have condensed that a lot.
Oh, I agree. I think you severely could have condensed it. It really felt like... It felt like it was just padding it out.
Yeah. Because that's just basically just a summary of the entire second season.
So I'm checking to see how far... Okay, so this thing was like 5 minutes.
And
So it went for 2:45,
No, not
2:50.
2:55.
So basically, at 3 minutes in is when they really kind of start up the trailer. So that means like a majority of it is just all like somebody cobbled together season 2, and it's like key point, key point, key point, key point. Okay, now here's the actual trailer for the show. And it's going to be on a service that you have to pay $8 a month for. So I expect a lot of people are going to do a lot of pirating.
Yeah. Well, just in terms of the quality of the actual, like, what we got so far. So basically this season's all going to be about metahuman trafficking and all that sort of stuff. They were basically doing that with the...
well, the Reach was kind of doing that.
Yeah, the Reach was basically doing that. With that.
Like they were like experimenting to see who had the metahuman gene, because they need, in order for them to invade the planet, they have to have a path with least resistance.
Right.
And they were finding, like, they found like Virgil and El Dorado and Long Shadow.
Yeah. So now now it looks like they're doing interdimensional sort of metahuman trafficking now.
The one character you saw, the big bug dude.
Yeah.
Forager. He's a god.
Okay.
He's from New Genesis. He's from the good planet that rivals Darkseid's planet.
Right.
So he's like a god. Metamorpho isn't a metahuman in the comics. He got his superpowers from a orb called the Orb of Ra, and it allows him to transmutate his body into any element in the known universe.
Right.
Geoforce, Earth control. Black Lightning, electricity manipulation. Orion, that's Darkseid's son.
Yeah, I saw the New Genesis people in there as well. So it seems like that's going to be like a major focus of it, going to New Genesis and Darkseid's planet and everything like that. Ooh.
This Forager looks so sad.
I just look just like, oh.
I wonder if he'll be like a big guy, but like really gentle and sweet.
Yeah.
Because they haven't really done too much with that.
I can see that.
I'm hoping Captain Marvel's still fun.
Yeah.
Again, one of my things I've always had a criticism with Young Justice is it takes itself so overly serious, especially because the comic I was reading growing up as a kid, like in the early 2000s, still not a kid, but like a teenager, in the early 2000s, like Young Justice. That was a fun comic, you know. It was like Superboy and Impulse and Robin, and they were like 3 best friends, and they fought a woman called the Mighty Endowed, who was a woman with huge boobs. Yeah, she had, like that was the joke, like she had really big boobs. So every time she appeared, smoke would always be around her wherever she manifested, and the smoke would be perfectly placed to always cover up her huge bazoos. But like at one point in the comic, she's like, "Oh no!" and she like falls forward, and because she's called the Mighty Endowed and her breasts are too big, she can't get up, and she's like, "Oh no, my boobies are too big and I can't get up." And it was such a fun comic, and it's like, oh boy, they're gonna do a show based on like Peter David's Young Justice run. That sounds great. And then the show comes out, and it's not a thing like the comic it's named after. It isn't even close. Man, I'm still not liking that Lobo design. They actually made the design worse than last time. Because then now they shaved the sides of his freaking head. And then he's got like the weird mohawk dreadlocks going back instead of just having the dreadlocks. Also, I don't know, this is just me, I don't like seeing eyes in the red.
It definitely looks weird. It looks more like he's wearing a black mask with just red covering his eyes.
Yeah, and that annoys me.
Definitely, the thing that I always liked about Young Justice, because I do feel like the writing between the characters was always a strong point. Like melodrama and all that sort of stuff, notwithstanding all that, I definitely felt like they were all they were able to give like really good conflict between each other, like with Impulse and Blue Beetle and such. Like they had.
What about like Magan and like Superboy just breaking up after a time skip?
Yeah, that was pretty crap.
And then on top of that, she was banking it with Lagoon Boy.
Well, that's why they didn't spend much time with her.
And then she dumped Lagoon Boy.
Did he go back to Superboy?
Horrible. Like, dude, no, it's too much melodrama for me. Like, I understand being a teenager kind of, well, it sucks. You're trying to find your place in the world.
Yeah, we were just talking about that with Spider-Man.
Yeah, but like, there has to be some layer of balance. You know, it again, like, you have characters with names like Blue Beetle, Aqualad. Like, these are goofy character names. Like, I'm not saying you have to have just fun with them. You can have drama, because drama's important. Drama and comedy are two sides of, a whole. You need one and the other. If you have too much comedy, nothing is serious. If you take too much drama, things are overly serious. And then at some point, if you're like me, you hit that boiling point where it's so hard, like watching like the DC films where it's like Batman v Superman, and it's like, this is all super serious, all of this is serious, you have to understand how serious this is, and all of a sudden there's like something in your head that just goes, and you realize, there's a guy dressed as a bat arguing with a guy in a singlet. And you start to realize, like, kind of how ridiculous it is. Because it's like, why are you taking it so...
Yeah,
like, look what this is.
Yeah. I definitely feel, for me, like, characters like Impulse. I should stop calling him Impulse, because he's supposed to be Kid Flash now, because he took the name when Wally disappeared.
He'll always be Impulse to me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when Impulse and characters like that, and I do feel like they sometimes do have that sort of teenage, sort of like, just sassiness and all that, and I just feel like that almost feels a little bit more like teenage to me and all that.
Well, even like his like sass is supposed to be like a cover for the fact that he comes from a far future that's like a cesspool.
Oh yeah, I know.
So it's him just coping. And even then, that's fine, but that gives him layers because he knows how to be fun.
Yeah.
But he also has some tragedy to him, and it's a good balance.
Yeah, I like Blue Beetle as well because he has that too. I feel like the characters all have the capability to be both like that. Like
the capability, yes, but do they touch it?
Yeah. I feel with Nightwing, one of my favorite scenes with him is like there was like this group of four superhero girls that were basically just flying out to a mission and all that. It's like, oh, this is going to be like a mission for you four and all that. That and all that. It's like, The girls look around. It's like, did you make up this team because it was all 4 girls? It's like, Nightwing out. Because he just had no idea how to answer.
Yeah, because it's like, man, no matter what I say, I'm gonna get crucified. So you know what? No.
It's just so funny like that because he's supposed to be like this big leader of the team and all this like,
And that's the thing though, is like a lot of these characters from my comic reading, and I understand it's not supposed to be the comic book, but like a lot of these characters have personalities that are supposed to be like a lot more upbeat than the show allows. Like Nightwing is upbeat. Wally West as the Flash, upbeat. Jaime Reyes as the Blue Beetle, upbeat. Impulse, upbeat. And then like there's just too much like misery like soaking in it, where it's like everything's got to be dramatic. Cause like Superboy has like no happiness. I'm a clone of Lex Luthor. I'm a clone of Superman. It sucks, dude. Superman's your big brother.
Who cares if you got Lex Luthor DNA?
Like I remember at one point, like early on when he learns about that, like he tries to reach out to Superman, and Superman's a jerk who's just like, I don't want any of this. But then when they like came back for the season, Superman's like, how you doing, little brother? And he like Superboy's like, I'm doing good, big bro. And Duke and I are like, yeah, that's what Superman would do if he had a clone of him. He would love him like a freaking sibling.
Yeah, I did think it was more realistic at the beginning. It's just like, I have no idea how to deal with this stuff. I'm out for now. I'm
fine with the realism, but I also, to me, there's a fine line because like you gotta stop taking all this crap so seriously all the time. Just like it wouldn't have killed Teen Titans Go to not be so gung-ho about being a comedy where it's like, look, I didn't need like uber melodrama, but even Justice League Action knew how to make things seem like they were kind of dangerous against a villain. Even if it's played for laughs, at least Justice League Action was like, okay, yeah, we're all playing this for laughs and everything, but Black Adam or Darkseid's a little bit intimidating.
Yeah, he can beat the crap out of all of you people.
Yeah, like, there was still like a little something as opposed to like Teen Titans Go, where it's just like, everything is just...
You want a pie?
Yeah, pies and waffles, and you're like, Jesus Christ, man, can we just tone it back? It'd be like if I came to you and it's like, you enjoy, you enjoy oatmeal.
Yeah.
Oatmeal's good.
Yeah.
You have a little syrup.
Oh.
And it kind of sweetens it a little. Okay, but if I just keep pouring syrup into your oatmeal...
Stop it, man. You're ruining my oatmeal.
Am I?
Yeah, you
Am
are.
I?
You are.
Am I?
It's going to be too sweet.
Eat it. Oh. So good.
Yeah. It's sweet now.
It's delicious. And that's the thing, is that you always need a little bit. It's just, you don't have to go an extreme one way or the other. And I always felt Young Justice felt too extreme in the opposite end of the spectrum, where it's like, we need to be taken seriously, this is a big, this is a melodrama, and it's just like...
Yeah, I can see that. I didn't feel that was that too far ahead, but I can definitely see where there is definitely melodramatic.
I liked plenty of the characters. I had such a soft spot for Megan.
Yeah.
Like, she was... Like, I hated her in season 1 at first because, like, she kept saying the stupid Hello Megan line, and it's like, oh my god, some idiot in the studio is like, and then she'll have a catchphrase that'll catch on, and kids are gonna love it, it'll be like Turtle Power! or Shaka, was it Boom Shaka Draka?
No. What was it? Oh, yeah, it's from the Hotel Transylvania show. Boom Drakalaka.
Boom Drakalaka, and we're just sitting there and we're like, some idiot pitched that like it was a good idea. And I think purposely the person who pitched that idea, you should have the full wherewithal to go up behind him with a rolled up like paper and slap them in the back of the head for pitching such a stupid catchphrase.
But yeah, let's just sort of round this up.
Like, I'll watch it, but I'll watch it with my friends because I cannot stomach watching this show on my own. I can't do it.
And I think I'll definitely watch it now. I've been excited for season 3 as well. And
I'm sure it'll end up on YouTube.
I wonder why, because piracy is wrong.
No, look.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to advocate for piracy. But your service is $8 a month, and you have this, a live Teen Titans show, which, let's be honest, a lot of people chastise.
Yeah.
A Swamp Thing show, which, seeing how how the Teen Titans one looked, I can't imagine Swamp Thing will look that much better.
Yeah.
Doom Patrol, which again, considering the other one, I don't think that's going to be that much better. And an animated Harley Quinn. There's nothing about the price tag that seems like, oh, I should really do this.
Yeah.
When I have Netflix, and Netflix gives me an inordinate amount of crap. I'm sure someone will post it on YouTube, and that's how plenty of people are going to see it.
Yeah.
It's
true. See, like, I'm excited for it. You're going to probably hate watch it or anything like that.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be this will be the season where it's like, man, they really picked up this season. So
yeah, with the child trafficking story.
Look, man, you could have like a serious story, but you could like balance it in a way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Because they were doing it for years. Static Shock balanced a great combination of drama and comedy.
Oh yeah.
So no one could sit there and tell me like, you just want it to be funny. No, man, I want it to be good. That's what I want. And in order to be good, I need a balance. It's like the Force, man. You can't go all dark side. You can't go all light side. You need to be like the Bendu. You need to be the one in the middle.
Okay, and with that said, we just wanted to thank you guys for watching. Just be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that little bell notification to see whenever we do any trailer reactions or our own reviews and all that. And as always, tell us your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited for Young Justice Season 3? Or are you just feeling like, meh?
You know, I just realized if they do get that final, or that 6th season of the regular Teen Titans cartoon, they're going to put it on the streaming service now to exploit people to go see it.
Or maybe they'll just put Teen Titans Go Season 6 on there and just like, oh, you kids gotta pay $8 now.
And then it just plummets, like the subscription, like everyone's just like, oh god, we're losing money, take it out, take it out, take it out.
It's poison.
It's poison. So as always, be sure to tune in
to ToonGrin and Teen Titans Go.
We gotta go see that movie like next week.